I had no idea that was an insult in Swahili. Clarissa?
Can you tell me what's going on here?
Just some friends who've come over for a quick game of poker.
There's a better way to bring the world together for a little poker. Learn for free at the world's biggest poker school, partypoker.net. Everyone's playing.
Joining me now for World Series of Poker.com is the world champion of poker from 2006, Jamie Gold. Jamie, thank you very much for joining me. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm still in, so
Yeah?
I'm feeling good.
Just had dinner. Are you all ready to go? You've got, what, 60,000 in chips?
70.
70.
Yeah, so I'm right in the middle, which is fine. You know, I'm playing a completely different style. I'm playing a really tight game, so I wasn't expecting to be a chip leader or anything like that. I'm exactly where I should be, right in the middle.
I mean, what's your strategy moving forward?
Continue to play tight. I'm hoping that sooner or later I'll get some cards. I haven't had any cards. The one or two times I had a big hand, nobody played with me, so it's been a little tough. I've had to make some moves to kind of stay even. But I can't feel bad because I think if I can start getting a run of cards, you know, things will get really good. Yeah. I just want to look. If I can stay in the middle, I'll end up making the final table. You know.
That's the thing. You've got 70,000 in chips, and there's what are the blinds? 500, 1,000.
Yeah. Now there'll be
with a running ante of 200. Yeah, you've got
maybe 200 now. Now there'll be 816 probably.
I mean, it's your impression of the play so far that people are generally being very loose.
People are really overplaying their hands. People are overbetting and overplaying and going all in for 50,000 with Ace King. You know, like, or calling all in for 50,000 with Ace King. Yeah, it's very odd, and it's not just one or two people. This is all over the place. I've been seeing this. It's like people are in a rush to either build up chips or go home, and people imagine that that's what I did when I had such a huge chip lead. You know, when I won that tournament, but I didn't play like that. I just don't play that way. You know, people see it on TV, so they think. I think a lot of people are playing the way they see on TV, which is just crazy. I mean, if you're learning poker from TV, it's not going to last very long.
Because you only ever see the big hands, the exciting hands.
You think that that's what it's all about, that you're always just pushing all in. I mean, I see people pushing all in with queens. They think that that's like, you know, pre-flop, that they think that somehow is, and they're not short stacked. You know what I mean? They have huge stacks. So the only call you're going to get usually is a hand that's going to beat you.
Yeah, or a raise.
Yeah, at the best. I mean, you know, nobody with jacks is going to call you all, you know, for that when you're overcalling. I mean, you're overbetting. But again, I'm not disparaging it. It's a whole different style of play. I don't understand it.
So, I mean, would you say that's a European influence? Is that not what you're used to in the States?
It's an internet thing. I think that people are in a rush to get things over with. So, you know, now that I really want to be here, I didn't really want to be there at the last World Series in 2007. It's the
Why not?
My mom had just gotten over an illness. I had a lot of other personal, family, business concerns. If I hadn't been the returning champion, if I hadn't been required to play, basically, I would not have been in Vegas. My head wasn't in it. I mean, if you watch it, I just wanted to get out of there as quickly as I could. But now my head's in it, so I'm taking my time and playing smart, and it's not any better of a style. It's just, I think in the long run, this will serve me better.
How has your life changed since that day in 2006? Can you sum it up for me?
Oh, my God. Well, my mother and my best friends never have to worry about money ever again. I'm now a professional poker player most of the time. I still produce television, but most of my time is dedicated now to playing poker, and that's different, you know. Before that, that was my first major tournament that I played. So before that, it was just a hobby. Now I guess I'm considered a professional, but I'm still not that good. I feel like I need about 10 years to really become a great player. I think I'm a good player, not a great player. I'll get there.
How long had you been playing beforehand?
I played seriously for about 3 years, but only, you know, outside of work. You know, I never took off of work or anything like that, so I didn't have that much time. I would just play every night when I wasn't working. So now is when I'm really trying to play more. I get less time to play now than I did before, even though I'm like a full-time poker player, because half the time I'm just flying around making appearances and doing charity events. I did 12 charity events in the last 6 months. and you have to fly to a lot of these places. So you know, I'm not complaining. You know, it comes along with being a champion. You know.
Do you ever find it difficult at all with this new celebrity status?
In America, it's a little difficult. I feel like I get way too much attention. You know, they play that thing on ESPN 24 hours a day. Plus, I'm on like 4 other shows that are running constantly. So people tell me that, you know, who work in that kind of a business called a Q rating, that I'm more recognizable than a lot of people who star in television shows because my face is on TV every single day. I'm on some show somewhere.
So chances are pretty much everyone in the States is going to see
go.
you.
Yeah, everywhere. I mean, if I go to any public place, I try to avoid public places because it gets very... I appreciate it, but, you know, you can only sign so many autographs and take so many pictures, and after a while, it's... You know, you can't say no to anybody. So... Sometimes you just, you know, I want to be kept, you know, left alone and keep to myself, and so I try to wear big, heavy sunglasses and a hat and a wig if I have to, and
maybe a nice long blonde wig.
So nobody knows who I am. Yeah, it's the only way I can get around. I mean, you know, it's hard. Some of my friends are the most famous actors in the world, and they don't get bothered half as much as I do, and they laugh about it. They think like, because people think they're famous in a different way. They're famous in a way for kind of an untouchable, playing other characters. I'm famous for being myself, which is not really me, what people see on TV, but they think it's me. So everybody feels like they want to shake my hand, they want to say hello, but my friends who are like superstar actors, nobody bothers them. People look at them, but never bother them. Everybody feels like they want to talk to me, so...
Maybe they feel you're more approachable because he's poker.
Or they want to touch me because they think the luck will rub off or something. But again...
People coming up and grabbing you?
Yeah, constantly. Yeah, Mitch... Can't stand that, right? When people just grab me all the time, and it gets a little uncomfortable.
Just to explain, Mitch is Jamie's best friend, and Mitch travels with him
for 25 years, and I convinced him to quit his job and travel with me for the rest of my life. Even when I get married, it doesn't matter. He's going to be around.
He looks after you.
Oh, not even. No, we're just best friends. I mean, he'll help me if I need help, but he doesn't work for me.
No.
I have assistants and people who work for me. No, he's just the one human being that I always want to be. I've always wanted to be around him. We've been best friends for 25 years.
Wow.
Never had an argument, ever. Never said an unkind word to each other, ever.
That's amazing.
It's pretty amazing, yeah. I've gotten like in bad moods, but he never does, so we're cool. You know.
Well, anyway, Jamie, I better let you get back to playing.
Thank you so much.
Rob you of your time.
I'm sorry, I just started babbling.
No,
sorry.
not at all. Thank you, and best of luck. And I hope you can bring it back to here to Europe as well.
I hope I'm talking to you again maybe in a day or two, so if I'm still here, we'll talk again.
I'm confident you will be.
Thank you.
Thank you. This has been Liv Boeree reporting for WorldSeriesOfPoker.com.